soul with it. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Diala Ricks TV back with another video, and I hope you guys are enjoying Memorial Day. I would like to thank all the fallen soldiers who've sacrificed their lives for us. I truly do appreciate you. But now I would like to talk about the Lakers and the Pelicans situation. When it comes to the Lakers trading for Anthony Davis and why it's time for the Pelicans to either get down or lay down. Draft time will be approaching soon, and it's about to be that time to go to war. For those of you out there who not from the hood and don't know what the phrase get down or lay down means, it's basically saying to the opposition, you either going to take upon yourself to get down on the ground, or you're going to be forced to. We're going to be forced to put you down. So the Lakers will either make the Pelicans get down by making them see that they have the best offer, or you will regret the decision if you don't. Now the Pelicans will have to either take upon themselves to see that it's a dumb decision not to trade Anthony Davis to the Lakers. And right now, you can forget what y'all hearing in the media. My personal opinion, I think Kobe Bryant and Jeannie Buss, along with Rob Pelinka, they're playing chess right now, while other teams are playing checkers. It's like the Art of War with Sun Tzu, or the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, if you guys ever read that book. Even you hear in the media them saying that the Lakers, they're running their business like a family. Like, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to run a business like a family. Like, the reason the Warriors are successful is because it's like a family-oriented environment over there. They feel like family. You know, they sacrifice a lot. They make a lot of sacrifices, and it's just an overall fun environment. I've heard people don't like Rob Pelinka and he's ruined relationships with this person and that person, but I went back to read, I believe it was the Carlos Boozer situation. But to me, Rob Pelinka did what he was supposed to do, and if I'm a player, I would choose Rob Pelinka for that even more, all because he didn't honor a handshake. Most agents could care less about their clients. He did what was best for his client. I think he got Boozer over like 50-some million, if I'm not mistaken, and he turned down a deal that was worth like 30 million if he would have stayed, and then his client decided to bring him back. I mean, how could you not respect that? Like, how could you not respect it? So if anything, Rob Pelinka should be respected for that and not hated, in my opinion. But you know, the media has blown everything out of proportion, just over exaggerating things when it comes to the Lakers. But I think despite what the media is reporting, and Gail Benson saying that she wouldn't trade AD over her dead body, I think David Griffin or somebody's gonna have to eventually go to her and help convince her to come to her senses, because I truly believe that the Lakers are in the best position to acquire Anthony Davis, and more than they were at the trade deadline. I think the Pelicans will have to really evaluate the situation, the roster, and just come to reality and understand that the Lakers most likely have the best offer on the table, most likely more than any team in the NBA at this present moment. I don't want to hear nothing about the Lakers drafting this player, or no, I don't want to hear nothing about the Lakers drafting nobody at number 4. I've been reading reports saying that, you know, the Lakers may take Garland or they may take Hunter. I'm tired of hearing about that. We've been drafting since 2014. We're selecting Julius Randle at number 7 and drafting D'Angelo Russell, Ingram. You know, I think developing the young core would have been a brilliant idea if the Lakers did sign LeBron James. But now, as fans, in one breath you say 1 minute the Lakers should keep the young core and they should develop them. Then you turn around in the next breath get upset because we don't make the playoffs and we play bad. But you gotta decide, this is what you want. You gotta deal with the growing pains. If we keep the young core, you gotta stop complaining. You know, you gotta understand that's why LeBron got Andrew Wiggins up out of Cleveland before he got there, because he wanted to play with another star who was more experienced and ready to win now. I think the Lakers are in the best position right now because, one, they don't have Magic Johnson running his mouth going to the media about everything, blaming Dale Demps for the Lakers, you know, trade getting out to the media. Then they won't have the media all up in their Kool-Aid. And when Gail Benson in the front office look around in the NBA, does these other teams have what the Lakers have to offer? You know, the media made us believe that the Celtics were the Lakers' competition at the time, but now their pick's not even in the top 10. And I'm sure the Celtics are going to be hesitant as well, because if Anthony Davis decides to walk, they'll lose those future players we're planning on building with. And I'm pretty sure Danny Ainge, they're like his prized possessions right now. They want us to believe it's a so-called top 3 player draft. So now let's look at the New York Knicks, who is now all of a sudden the Lakers' biggest competition right now. Just like they wanted us to believe that the Knicks would land the number 1 pick in the draft, and they didn't. Because it's mainly Stephen A. Smith going live on national television saying that Kevin Durant is going to the Knicks, and that's the only reason they're making the Knicks the top competition right now. Because there's this belief that Kevin Durant Durant, Kyrie Irving are all going to team up, and Anthony Davis is going to come there, going to go there. But mainly, like I said, it's Stephen A. Smith telling you these stories. It's the same man who said the Lakers were at the top of KD's list if he were to leave OKC, and then Kevin Durant called him a liar. So now all of a sudden, Stephen A. Smith is right this time around. But to me, it's all biased opinions, and it's just a cry for KD to come to the team that Stephen A. want for him. It's a personal agenda. He wants Kevin Durant to go there, and I think it just spread it. And we don't know how true it is. While he went on national television explaining how he would carry KD bags and clean his locker out. The same man who said he made the weakest move of any superstar by joining the Warriors turn around and say he wants him to go to the Knicks because he wanted to go there. But me personally, I think KD will go back to OKC. I'm gonna do a separate video talking about why I believe KD can go there. But when you look at the New York Knicks roster, what do they have to offer? Dennis Smith Jr., who averaged 13 points last season, nothing really special. And other than Dennis Smith, who do the Knicks have? The Knicks were supposed to draft him anyway. Other than a third pick, what other player on that roster sounds appealing? If you the Pelicans, I think pairing Lonzo Ball, Zion Williamson, and Kyle Kuzma for the Pelicans would be box office. Lonzo Ball is a pass-first player who would feed Zion Williamson. And from what I hear, sports analysts always explain how Zion doesn't really need the ball to be effective. Kyle Kuzma, who's already played with Lonzo, is becoming a great shooter. The Pelicans can use that fourth pick, even sign like a JJ Redick, a Danny Green, or a three-point shooter who could come right in and fit with those guys. And they'll be fun to watch. I'm not sure how Dennis Smith and Zion Williamson would fit. I think Lonzo and Zion would be more exciting. That's just my opinion. Kuzma nearly averaged almost 20 points last year. The Lakers, we have better assets than the Knicks. And I think a team that has better assets, to me, in my opinion, than the Knicks would be the Memphis Grizzlies. They had a second pick in the draft and some nice talent over there. But if you trade Anthony Davis to the Grizzlies, I'm pretty sure that the Pelicans are going to want their best player in return, which is Mike Conley. Unless you allow them to keep Conley, which would just be plain stupid and idiotic. It'd be like robbing the bank with no mask and being able to get away with it for the Memphis Grizzlies. But I do think the Lakers should explore trading for Mike Conley as well. Jerry Stackhouse, who was Brandon Ingram's mentor, is over there. He's currently on the Grizzlies coaching staff, and I think that Ingram can go over there and play under Stackhouse, and he'll be a lot more free and he'll be comfortable. But the question for the Pelicans is it personal or is it business at this point? You took it personal at the deadline, but you got to look around now and see that it's got to handle business. If you the Pelicans, you lose Anthony Davis, he goes to the next franchise and only stays for 1 year. Even when you look at the Kawhi Leonard situation, I think a family member went on IG Live recently and said he'll be still leaving after the summer, even though they're in the finals right now. So are you willing to take that risk? And the Raptors could possibly lose Kawhi this summer for nothing. That's a huge risk. If the Knicks take that gamble, what else do you build him with? What do you contend with? You're banking on Kyrie Irving possibly coming. You're banking on Jimmy Butler possibly coming. Be right back in the position where he was stuck with a franchise, not competing for a title. There's so much Kyrie going to the Knicks talk, but I don't think the situation in Boston is as bad as the media making it seem to be. I think if the Celtics make certain moves and they move certain players, then you can make Kyrie happy by just bringing in his best friend Jimmy Butler. And the whole not trading Anthony Davis and players within the conferences is just starting to get played out to me, because if that player decides to eventually go to a team out west and destroy you 4 games a season anyway, it really doesn't matter. The Lakers are in a win-win situation. LeBron James, he's going to be 36 if AD decides to go there on his own anyway. And if they add another star, you can still compete for a title. Adam Silver has already admitted that the NBA ratings are down, and of course that's because they're missing their marketing asset, LeBron James. When you look at how things are positioned now, with the Lakers getting that top pick, David Griffin, which I'm almost sure there were better GM candidates out there for the job in my opinion, it seems as though the NBA are looking to get the Lakers back on top, because we still have the most popular franchise today. And when we are in the playoffs and in the finals, the views skyrocket. I'm talking about skyrocket. The views will be insane, which is why I'm pretty sure they're going to help LeBron James get back to the playoffs. Even if LeBron threatened to retire, Adam Silver would lose his mind, go in panic mode, probably have a heart attack, because they need those ratings badly. And they promoted LeBron James more than any star in NBA history, which is why I think they're helping the Lakers get in a position right now to acquire Anthony Davis. And just reading Gail Benson's background, she isn't like that much. She might not be able to keep the team that long just based on her story. And I find it funny how the media make Jeannie Buss look so bad, disrespecting her, saying she don't know how to run an organization. But when you look at Gail Benson's background and not being able to run an organization, but when you look at this trade offer and the Pelicans decide not to take it with all this great assets on the table, and you look at her track record, you look at her background, you look at decisions that she made, the way people talk about smarter. The media would rather make Jeannie Buss look bad, and Jeannie Buss' history, her past, the things that she's doing is nowhere near as bad as Gail Benson's. But I think the Lakers will eventually get Anthony Davis. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.